Hopefully someone will join soon. I'll give it a few minutes here. Hello, Echo Boy. Welcome back. Oh, I like your new avatar. Very cool. Alright, looks like somebody else joined. Hello as well. Hello, hello. Oh, we're up to 3 people now. Hello. Say hello in the chat. Hello, Green Rico. Welcome, welcome. Whew. So, I'm pretty tired. Today was the first day. Oh, thank you, Echo Boy. Thank you. Today was the first day of Wizard World Philly, so I had to get up pretty early. Have to get up even earlier tomorrow, and walked around a whole lot today. So this one will probably a pretty short live stream. I don't have any blind bags or anything to open, but I thought just for fun I could show you stuff I found today. Um, I don't know. There's kind of an unwritten law. I go to Wizard World Philly every year. It's in the Philadelphia Convention Center in the middle of the city, and I always have a good time. They always have good panels, good guests, usually good vendors. But there's kind of an unwritten law that the vendors are good like every other year. It just seems to always work out that way. I don't know why it is, but one year they'll be great. Hey Cody, you'll find a ton of stuff you're looking for. The next year, like nothing that I collect, just kind of a drought. And it had been alternating like that back and forth. And then I just got lucky, and there was a streak of like 3 years in a row where it was all kinds of great stuff, half price trade paperbacks, figures I wanted. Just a great time, like 3 solid years. Hey, what's up, Jim? And so this year it was just finally time for that other shoe to drop, and the vendors just were not that great this year. Oh yeah, Cody, awesome watching Atmon. Yeah, Atmon really picks up at the end. I feel like the last uh like um 10 to 15 episodes are really big build up. Yeah, John, what I was saying is Wizard World Philadelphia, Wizard World, they go around the country and they do comic book conventions. And they have one in Philly every year that I always go to. I'll get there, John. Hold on. So anyway, like I said, I just showed you my haul for the day. There wasn't a ton of stuff. Like I said, this year just the vendors just weren't that great. Unfortunately, I like to go to buy like half price trade paperbacks. That's usually what I like to pick up. Also older figures and stuff like that. I was really hoping to try to find some old or older like loose Play School or Imagine X figures, or even like still in package older sets. And just I understand that's kind of niche at a comic book convention, but I was hoping, fingers crossed, didn't really find anything. But what I did want to find, this is something that I've actually wanted for a while. I actually almost bought this last year, and apparently, like a couple days ago, was the 40th anniversary, and that made me think about it. Oh yeah, I have to look for that again this year. And this was the last one the guy had. It is a DVD set of the Toei Spider-Man show. I have never seen this, but I've seen clips and various memes over the year. Um, and I just think this looks like a fun. Now, obviously, this is just a set somebody made. This is not an official release in any way, unfortunately. But I don't believe an official release exists anywhere for me to buy. So I just think this is going to be a ton of goofy fun. So I was really. Plus, I think he only wanted like $30 for it, and I feel like it says there's like 40 episodes, and he popped it in. He had a DVD player and a TV set up so that you can watch a little bit, and it looks great. The quality. I mean, for as good as a '70s show can look nowadays. But yeah, so this, like I said, this is just goofy. Yes, it is definitely subbed. It says right here, subtitled in English. So I just think this is going to be crazy fun. I mean, really, this is kind of the precursor to Super Sentai. And I don't mean that in the way that obviously Super Sentai did happen first, because I think Sentai started in 74 or 75, and this is 78. But if I remember correctly, the first Sentai teams didn't have giant robots. They had, like, I think the first team, I think Go Ranger had like a helicopter they rode around in or something like that. Like, they didn't have mecha, they just kind of had vehicles. And this guy's giant robot, which, Western Spider Man did not have a giant robot, but I love it. So I'm very excited about this, and I apologize. I'm missing all your wonderful comments. Cody says, "Did you see my tweet to you on the Best Buy post?" Yes, I just got that, Cody. I'm sure we're going to talk about that. Shuk and I will probably talk about that on the next Geek Each Week. That whole thing with the Gamers Club unlock is definitely a bummer. Luckily, they're letting you finish out your subscriptions. I mean, you paid for them. They kind of have to. There's really no way they can say, "Oh, you paid for this, but too bad you don't get it anymore." So they'll let you finish out your subscriptions, but they're not selling any new subscriptions, which is a bummer. But at least if you have Amazon Prime, I can go back to getting the 20% off from them. We'll see how it goes. Let me see here. Dinobot Strafe Premiere Toy Hasbro. What's that mean? I apologize, Echo Boy. Dinobot Strafe Premiere. Is that like a figure? Did Battle Fever have a robot? Like I said, I haven't seen those earlier shows. But yeah, anyway, I just thought this looked like a lot of fun. So I'm going to have fun watching that. While I was buying this, I just happened to catch this out of the corner of my eye. This is actually a Blu-ray. Apparently they can make Blu-rays now. These guys are really stepping up their game. This is Beast Wars 2. Beast Wars the second, whatever you want to call it. The complete series on one Blu-ray disc, 43 episodes plus that movie they did, where Leo Convoy and regular Convoy, the Optimus Prime, will team up. And I popped this in to check it out already. This looks pretty good. They actually went to the trouble of making a cool little cover here. But yeah, it's subtitled. The animation, the picture quality all looks pretty sharp. I mean, again, it's an animated show from the 90s, so it can only look as sharp as it can. Excuse me. But this was also 30, so I felt like for the whole series, for $30, I felt like that was reasonable. Again, I don't believe Shout ever got to these. Shout did Master Force, Headmaster's Victory. I don't think they ever got to Beast Wars 2 or Beast Wars Neo. At least I never saw them. I would have bought them if they did. But so anyway, these are just good, stupid fun for me to have fun with. So I was very excited about these. These are the Batman Chronicles. These are DC reprints of the original Batman comics. I always have fun with these. I love collecting these and like the Marvel Masterworks. I don't always sit down and read, every single comic because let's face it, back in the day, some of these stories were a little tedious, but I love having them and I love collecting them because I love the artwork. Like, I just think it's so much fun. Hey, train fans. So yeah, I really like these. And so I got to fill in a couple gaps. I got number 4, number 7, number 8, and number 9. And I think this gives me the Batman Chronicles 1 through 11. So this was filling some holes in my collections. And these were all half price. And I mean, they look brand new. I mean, the quality of these books is super sharp. Like, they just look really, really nice. So I was really excited because, like I said, I've had some holes in my collection for a little bit. They're normally $15 a piece, but he did half price, so it's basically like buy 2, get 2 free. So, very excited. Those are my finds for the convention. Unfortunately, I probably won't get too much more in terms of figures unless... I always wonder if, like, people save stuff for Saturday and put it out. To me, that doesn't make sense, because why wouldn't you try to sell it right away? You know what I mean? What if someone comes Friday and they don't come Saturday? But Saturday's obviously always the biggest day of the convention, so I feel like maybe there'll be some more stuff out tomorrow. I'll have to see. But I would love to still try to find some like Imagine X or Play School stuff. Echo Boy, I would love to do a collector's room haul, but right now my room here is a mess. It is atrocious. I have so much just stuff all over the place that you can barely walk around in here. So yes, someday I'll do a tour for you once this place is in complete shambles. Um, hey Veganova and Sir Grunt 99, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Saturday is absolutely, definitely the busiest day, Cody. You're right about that. Um, so what I did after on the way home, I stopped at a couple stores. So I thought I would show you guys that stuff as well. So I have a little bit more, haul stuff to show you here. I went to a Barnes and Noble on the way home. I don't usually go to because it's normally too far away. Um, but I grabbed this, the Hippolyta Battle Chariot for Imaginext Wonder Woman. I know the Hippolyta is really just a kind of repaint slash repurpose of, I think, someone from this figure was, I believe, in series 5, like the Warrior Queen, and it's literally the same figure, just repainted. Even has like the same sword, I think. But I don't know. I just thought I really like the horse. I got to be honest. I don't have any Imaginext horses. I don't think. Actually, that might be a lie. I might have some somewhere. Uh, I don't know. I just kind of thought it was cool. I kind of been looking at this for a while, toying with the idea of picking it up, and I had a coupon for 15% off, so I grabbed this. Was like $12. So another thing I got at the same Barnes and Noble, they had this. I didn't see the movie, but I wanted a Squidward, and I have not been able to find the like old normal Squidward because those figures are just super old and hard to find now. I wanted Mr. Krabs too because I have no representation of Mr. Krabs. So this was all I could find. So this is the only Squidward I have. So this weird, strangely buff Patrick is strange to me. But I understand in the movie they were all superheroes or something. I didn't see it. But yeah, someday I got to find a Mr. Krabs. I really want like the older sets that go like with the picture, but they're like impossible to find now. So I got those two. Oh, the movie was bad, John? I didn't see it. But I trust John if he says it was bad. All right. Apparently, I also got a coupon for buy one fresh baked cookie, get one free. So there you go. Visit the cafe between today and May 31st. I'm probably not going to do that, but it's good to know that there are free cookies out there to be had. So, these were nice. These were fun. But this was a big deal for me. I heard that these started showing up at Ross's. And I got lucky. And I found one. Stupid Last Night Hot Rod that never showed its face in any Walmart that I had ever been to. Vig, I apologize if I probably missed them. But if you want to write in the comments, I apologize. I don't have time to read your fanfic right now, but I'm sure it is wonderful, and I will check it out. If you want to tweet me or something, we can definitely do that. So anyway, back to Hot Rod. This is like the only Last Night figure I didn't have yet, so I can finally put that to bed. As not great as that movie was, I wanted this figure just because I thought it looked really cool. I really like the sleek design of the car. I like the color scheme. I still don't know why he's French. I don't think we'll ever get a real answer to that. But I did find this. So I was very happy. Then I got lucky, or should I say Shugun Shinobi, aka Collector Shuki, got lucky because he's getting one too. I was texting him at the time. He's like, "Is there a second one for me?" I'm looking all around. I don't think. Oh, here it is. It was hiding. It was like behind another toy. So Shuki gets a lucky day, and he gets a Hot Rod. He's very excited. Then, because I was flying high on finding that stuff, they had this, which I think was $8 or $8.99. So everything was $8.99. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't typically buy these, but it looked neat, and like I said, I was excited from finding the hot rod. So I figured for $8 or $9, check this out. It's Imaginext like Mega Constructs Halo set, like smaller ones that I picked up on clearance over the years. I don't know. I just felt like $6 was pretty decent for this set. You get 5 figures and this pretty awesome bike. So I felt like, I don't know. It was total impulse buy because I was just riding high off finding all the other stuff. I don't need this, but it was $6. And they had another huge set. Like you can see here, it says compare at 15. We sell it for 6. They had another huge Halo set that was like 14.99. Compare at 50, and I was like, damn, $15 as opposed to 50. I was like, should I buy this too? And then my wife's like, are you ready to go? I'm like, yes, get me out of here before I buy all these mega constructs I don't need. So that's over there. Yes, Cody, you're correct. They used to be Mega Blocks. They decided, and I think they still use the Mega Blocks name. It's only certain themes that have been rebranded as Mega Constructs. Um, I know the Masters of the Universe, like the heroes. I think the Turtles are Mega Constructs now. Halo, Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't like all the boys action ones are Mega Constructs. I think they still use Mega Blocks for like non licensed properties. You know what I mean? I could be wrong about that, but I've never actually seen Rescue Bots the show, to be honest. I don't think I've ever. Actually, that's not true. I think I watched like one of the earlier episodes because I wanted to was like, oh, Optimus and Bumblebee are on this, but like not really. Like every once in a while they'll get a call from Optimus and he's like, "Hey guys, hope it's going good." And then it's like the four, like this guy and the cop and the helicopter, the bulldozer. Now again, could be wildly different now. I have not seen the show in years. I think I tuned in for one random episode years and years and years ago. Like I was flipping channels and I was like, "Oh, hey, this is that thing that they're always talking about." And so I watched it. And GoBot spinoff. I was like, technically Hasbro owns the name GoBots now. When they bought Tonka years ago, they got the rights to the GoBots name because Tonka owned GoBots back in the day. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I got today. Couple of things at Ross, couple of things at Barnes and Noble, couple of things at the convention. Don't know if I'll get anything else, but like I said, I'm hopeful. I would really love to find some like loose play school Marvel figures because I really like the older ones where they have the normal like shoulder joints. All the play school stuff now has those goofy arms that you pop out the back and it's two arms on a bar that goes across, and so I'm always trying to find the older versions that have the normal like Imaginext shoulders, but they're harder and harder to find at this point because they're older. Hey, Cap Max. No, I did not get $50 Tripticon because I paid full price for Tripticon when it came out. Actually, that's not true. I paid around $85, $90 for Tripticon back in the day. Um, I think I had like a coupon on sale. Or, I don't remember. Obviously, Tripticon was a Toys R Us exclusive when it first came out, and I had a coupon, and there was a sale, and everything was stacking. I think it was 10% off on a Thursday back when that was a thing. So I kind of remember. I think it was one of those deals where it was like $25 off a purchase of 100 plus 10% off plus something else, maybe all Transformers were on sale that day. I don't remember. But I kind of remember it was like 85, $90. So still not as good as buying one at Ollie's nowadays, but I've also had mine for half a year. So it's fun. I love it. If you can get one at Ollie's for $50, it's totally worth it. My local Ollie's has 6 Trypticons, but I haven't gotten it yet. You got to move on that, John. If you can get, listen, anyone listening or watching, if you can get a Trypticon for $50, do not hesitate. That is an excellent price. It is totally worth it. It is a great toy. The T-Rex mode is great. The city mode I think is really neat. The spaceship mode or whatever they're calling the third mode, it's decent. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, to me, it's just like the T-Rex in the city is all you need. I think it's like a spaceship mode or something, but it's fine. It's a great toy though. Combiner Wars Off Road. Is that the not breakdown? Is that what off road? I honestly can't remember. I thought that was weird though when they did that with the aerial bots too, right? They gave us that weird helicopter, Alpha Bravo or something stupid. I was like, guys, just give us slingshot. Why would you make not the right aerial bots? And that I was not a huge fan of that helicopter mode, but they still gave it to us like 7 times. We got it as Alpha Bravo, we got it as Blades, we got it as Vortex. Did we get it again? I feel like we got it way too many times. It wasn't terrible, but I just wasn't a huge fan of it. I have a full Defensor I got for $80 as a set, 3/4 of a Menasor. Power of the Primes is they're going. It's is it called War for Cybertron? It's very confusing because obviously there were those video games, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, and they were great games. And they made toys based off those games, off those alt modes and whatnot. But this new series is going to be called, I think, War for Cybertron, but it is not related to the game series at all, if I understand correctly. So it's very confusing because they're using the name of a game, of a toy line they already did. But I guess technically those War for Cybertron toys were under the what the hell was that subline called? Classics? Generations. That was when Generations first started, right? So it was under the Generations line, but this line's actually going to be called War for Cybertron. So I don't know if it'll be new alt modes or what. I think they're doing a new comic too. Like I think when IDW is wrapping up what they're doing now, they're going to be a new comic, so it might tie into that. Also, there's that weird Cyberverse, which is like an online series, which in my opinion, does not look very good. But we'll see. I really like Power of the Primes. I think, unfortunately, it's going to get shortchanged because it just kind of seems like they ran out of ideas and they want to be done with it, which is a shame. Um, but I really like what they've done so far. But I really do feel like, I mean, there's Deluxe Wave 3 is like the 3 remaining Terracons. And then like Deluxe Wave 4 is just Firestar, and that's it. Like the last couple waves are very dwindly, which is a shame. My Japanese language exchange partner and I had an hour-long conversation in Japanese, and I was talking about Ultraman. That's awesome. You can speak enough Japanese to have an hour-long conversation, John? That's good work. I used to be able to speak. Well, I don't. That's not true. I could never speak fluent Japanese. I took Japanese in college. I went to Japan. It's been a long time, so I very shaky on what I remember. Yeah, Cody. There'll be Cybertron alt modes. Yes. Uh, what? Hold on, Cat Max. What are you talking about? A new Beast Wars line? Back it up. Yeah, train fans. I wouldn't mind a Raiden. Optimus Primal. You mean the leader class and Power of the Primes? It should honestly. Wave 3 should be happening sometime in the summer. I would think. Um, I mean, Wave 2 has been quote unquote out for a while. I don't know. Hasbro's being really weird with their release stuff because you go to stores, at least near me, and it's still almost all Wave 1. I see tons of Wave 1 in. I mean, I've still never found the Wave 2 Prime Masters. It's been a long time. I still can't find them. And I think it's just because, you order a case of Wave 1 Prime Masters, you get like 30 because they're so tiny and they're just clogging up everywhere. So those are everywhere. I feel like I see a decent amount of Wave 2 and Wave 1 mixed for Legends class. Wave 1, I still see a lot for Deluxe, which is crazy. I see Wave 2 every once in a while, but mostly Wave 1. And I still see a lot of Wave 2, I'm sorry, Wave 1 for Voyager. I mean, every now and then I see a Wave 2, but I still see a lot of like Starscream just sitting around because I guess nobody wants Starscream. Uh, I don't really see leader class at all anywhere. I don't see Prime. I don't see either version of Rodimus Prime. So I don't know what's going on with that. Now I know there's going to be a Nemesis Prime repaint of Prime that I think is going to be an Amazon exclusive if I know that right. And Wave 3 is Optimal Optimus, so that'll be happening sometime soon. I honestly, and maybe you guys know, Wave 3 for Voyagers, is it just Inferno or is there more to it than that? I really don't know. I don't know of anything besides Inferno. I'm really not interested in Inferno at all. I already have Hotspot, and I have an Inferno from. I have Masterpiece Inferno. I have the old classics Inferno, which I liked fine enough, so I don't really need that Inferno. Wave 3 for the Deluxe are the three remaining Terracons. Wave 3 for Legends is the Brawn repaint of Outback, I think. And then there's a Slash, the little Raptor Dinobot repaint into Cinder Soar, which is a Decepticon. And then there's obviously more Prime Masters for Wave 3. So Wave 3 already is not huge, which is kind of a bummer. And if Wave 4 exists, as far as I know, it might be some more Prime Masters and Firestar the Deluxe. Or Nova Star, whatever she's called now. So that's a bummer. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, and then obviously Predaking happens at some point as well. So I'm kind of bummed that it seems like it came out strong and it's really tapering off because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and there's still a lot they could do. Like you guys said, we could do Raiden. We could see a team of train bots, make them in the deluxe class. Even if they only gave us 5 of them, I would understand. Give us 5, give us 4 train deluxes. Give us a Voyager deluxe train. You could do the Autobot Target Masters. That never happened. You could do. I know at some point we are supposed to get Repugnus, the only monster bot we don't have in a deluxe so far. That also might be an Amazon exclusive. I'm not sure about that. Um, I mean, there's still stuff they could do. There was stuff at the end of that toy line. Trigger bots you could do. You could do. I'm trying to think. We need flywheels. We need the other Duocon. Yeah, that's true. Train fans, you could do 2 deluxes into a torso. I would be okay with that. Absolutely, I'd be okay with that. Oh wow, really, Cody? Wave 1? Yeah, I don't know. Walmart's weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I definitely feel like there's enough stuff they could still do. I mean, we could get the Headmaster Juniors. We never really got full representations of them. We only got them as, Titan Master class. I would love to get an actual body for Siren, Nightbeat, Hosehead, Horrible, Vangry, Squeeze Play. Do the Seacons. We didn't get the Seacons yet. I mean, I'd love deluxe Seacons. Are you kidding me? Hells yes. Give me some deluxe Seacons. Um, I'm sure there's more stuff. Hell, you could dive into Victory. Go with the Brave Masters. You know what I mean? Or, no, Brain Masters, my bad. The Brain Masters, the Breast Force. I thought that there was some kind of rumor going around that they were considering doing Monstructor. in Victory it was the Dino Force, Dino King, but I think I saw something about they were trying to remold Hunger into something for the Dino Force or Monstructor. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, so whatever. I don't know. There's stuff they could do. I really wish they wouldn't give up on Power of the Primes just yet because there's more they could do. But I feel like they're going to hustle that along so they can jump into this new um, War for Cybertron thing. Plus, they're going to have Power Ranger toys coming out, and they're doing the Cyberverse thing, which in my opinion, on what I've seen of the Cyberforce toys so far, do not impress me. I don't think I'll be getting many of those, if any. I mean, the Megatron is like the only one that I think looks decent to me at all. Maybe I'll get that and see how it is, but I don't have a lot of strong intentions for Cyberforce or Cyberverse or whatever that thing's called. Um, Would they really do shows that ruin the G1 ending? I mean, Cody, it depends on who you look at. I don't know if they quote unquote ruin the G1 ending. Because really G1 didn't end, if you think about it. I mean, G1, it depends how you look at it. If you're Japan, G1 ended with the return of Optimus Prime and went straight into Headmasters. If you're over here, we got Rebirth, which Rebirth is very open ended. It's just, we're in space now, you know, like Scorponok and Galvatron are in space going, we're off to plan our next caper. And it's very open ended because I think they thought they were going to get a season 4 and they didn't, aside from Rebirth. So there really is no G1 ending, quote unquote, because it's very open ended. And I think Headmasters was a fun series. Master Force is a damn great series, one of my all time favorite Transformer fictions. Yeah, Cat Max, we did. We got Getaway. They could still do Slapdash. They could still do Joyride. They could still do a proper double dealer. Um, there's definitely more stuff they could do. So, in any case, I wish they would do more for Power of the Primes. I think they're just going to hustle it along and jump on. I mean, who knows? Maybe War for Cybertron will be amazing. I don't know. You know, we'll see what it is. I'm going in. I'm fingers crossed, hoping it's good. Like I said, Cyberverse, not impressed, but we'll see. Yeah, but that's it. I'm gonna end here because, like I said, I have to get up early tomorrow for day 2 of Wizard World. So thank you guys for joining tonight. I'm very happy to chat with you. Hope you enjoyed looking at some of this cool stuff I got today. If I get some more stuff tomorrow, I can always post some pictures or whatever on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter, and I'll post some pictures if I see anything cool. Or if I see any cool like costumes, I love to take pictures of cosplay. There's always some good stuff. Tomorrow, I'm sure there'll be a slew of cosplay. There was a guy, I don't know if you saw my earlier picture, he's dressed as Gambit. It was a great costume. And so I'm like, hey, can I take your picture? He's like, sure, hold on. He pulls you know how Gambit has the extendable staff, like the rod that he fights with? He pulls it out of his jacket and hits a button and it spring pops open and then he poses with it. And I was just like, hot damn, dude, that is awesome. I can't believe you have a spring-loaded extendable staff. That is commitment. That is some good cosplay. So definitely follow me on Twitter. If I have any cool cosplay or anything to take pictures of, I absolutely will. Sometimes I can try to take pictures of celebrities and panels and things, but they don't always come out, you know, good pictures. We'll see how it goes. I took some pictures of Henry Winkler today. That was cool. I saw Henry Winkler. I saw Stephen Amell from Arrow. And I saw Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie / Rookie of the Year / A Kid in King Arthur's Court. Also, I don't know, first of all, real quick before I leave, has anyone in this chat seen A Kid in King Arthur's Court? It was a movie, probably late 90s, kid who plays baseball. Thomas Ian Nicholas is always playing baseball in his damn movies. He falls into a time warp and he goes back to Camelot. Goofy premise, it's a kid movie. It's a goofy movie, right? Like, not a goofy movie, that's actually the title of a movie starring Goofy and his kid. No, it's a silly movie, right? It's from the 90s. It's a Disney movie. Kid goes back in time to... Okay, yeah. Nostalgia Critic probably did it. Yes. So, okay. So this movie's goofy. I saw it when I was a kid. It was dumb. Whatever. I was looking up Thomas Ian Nicholas today because I was like, oh, What else has he done? They made a sequel called A Kid in Aladdin's Palace. I had no idea this existed, so I need to find this movie and I need to find somewhere I can watch it. I had no idea they made a sequel to A Kid in King Arthur's Court, A Kid in Aladdin's Palace. That is nuts to me. Anyway, I gotta track that down. Okay, that was my random thing that I learned today. It's hilarious. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love doing the live streams. So everyone have an excellent night. And like I said, follow me on Twitter. And if I get something cool tomorrow, I'll post it on there. Good night. Thank you for showing up. And everyone have an excellent weekend.